G'day folks, Monday Night Live 106, big night tonight, We're going to go through and I'm going to, the show that always makes me the most nervous, the show where I tell you what I would buy. So let's just play the tunes and we'll go from there. Righto, big giant show. So, what's on tonight? I don't know. I'm that prepared. We've got big news about a massive treasure hunt that's been going on for 10 years. We've got an update on the Lanakuri Goldbash. We've got update on Sluice. We've got an amazing picture behind me from Trina. Thank you, Trina, for that one. And then I'm going to get into what machine I would buy. This is the winter 2020 version. Now we're things are happening. We will update this. I've got the comments here, and I'm going to try and read these comments as we go through. So there's lots of people here. Nathan Thompson's here. He's been having some good fun out in the bush. Actually, we're going to do that right now, Taylor. Taylor's here with me in the big chair.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Yep. So Taylor's here. We'll throw those just as proof of what's going on at Durakai, the world's most flogged out goldfield. We'll put up a couple of pictures there, Taylor. These were some of the nuggets I was talking about last week. So they're actually for sale. There's a nice little 65 grammer taken from the State Forest at Durakai. There's a nice little 51 grammer. And they're both for sale. You can buy them at the moment. They're actually too cheap. They're actually on the Queensland Gold Prospecting Buy Swap Sell page. But I think he's only looking for close to spot. So yeah, get on to that if you want to go and have a look at those nuggets. But we'll flick them back up there, Taylor. Both beautiful, beautiful nuggets. They are just, look at that one. That's a beauty, that one. So they're for sale. So go and have a look at them. That's a nice bit of gold too. So yeah. So that's Durakai State Forest in the GPAs, right? Everyone's been out there. They're still there, guys. So yes. So yes, absolutely. So we're having a look at the. Let me just see if I can get a bit more organised here. So I'm not looking at. Down at this screen. We'll try and put it up here. So yes. So tonight's giveaway is a kids panning kit. Not a kids panning kit, but a starter panning kit. So in the start panning kit, there's a black bag that goes with this too. There's a little black bag. So as a bonus, we got a little Jeep shovel. Good little shovel. And what fits in the bag is this gear here. There's little tweezer jobby, snuffer bottle, little vial. This is a little magnifying glass, and a very good quality East Wing pan. Really, really good quality. So that's a giveaway tonight. 3 of those. Make a comment, and at the end of the show, we'll draw it out. So, right. So, So I'm just looking at the comments here. I'm actually a stack behind. Sean's there from Busted Knuckles. I think it was Busted Knuckles that I was supposed to give a shout out to about 6 weeks ago. And it slipped my mind. So Busted Knuckles is a great YouTube channel. yeah, so righto. Okay, so Lanakuri Goldbash. Let's talk about Lanakuri Goldbash. They announced today that it's not happening due to COVID, so it is cancelled. After Carrara was cancelled last week, I think we may have. I think it's just having 600 or 700 people in one little small area is very, very hard to manage. So tonight's mug, CQ Detectress, right? Recovering lost history. So good metal detecting. We've got another mug. We've got a second half mug. So so we've got Wims here, Mike, Jim, Philip, Andrew Austin. Andrew Austin. Actually, I'm going to let the cat out of the bag now. Andrew Austin. It's the second half mug. Rack Detectress, but we'll get to that a bit later. So Chris Jones is here. Who else is here? Duncan Campbell, the first time watcher from Talbot in Victoria. Welcome, mate. So Lanakuri, they're going to build it up so it's a much better show next year. So so, and like a lot of these events that are being cancelled, they will be bigger and better next year. You can guarantee that. So so lots and lots of people here. Sorry, I'm just Johnny Hobo's here. Trina, lovely picture, Trina. Trina's just popped up on the page there. The Rat Cup is nice. I believe Andrew still might be selling them on his page. So get up there if you want one of them. So, right. So, let's have a look here. So, we'll see if we can get this set up here a bit so I can see it without... It's a bit of a nightmare there. And I hope I don't jam it there. So, okay. So, I have split, as I always do. I have split the what detector I would buy and into 4 groups now. 4 groups. So I've got 4 groups. So a gold machine with unlimited dollars. Okay. A gold machine less than 1,500. Relics less than 1,500. And then relics less than 500. Yes, so that's what's happening. Sam's here. Sam had a big operation. Sam's a big viewer. He's in Ballarat Hospital at the moment. Hope you're feeling better, mate. Big shout out to you, Sam. So I've saw your post the other day. I've been thinking of you, mate. So right, so there are our 4 sections. So we're going to start off with the big guns, right? Gold prospectors, the big machines. We're going to start at the top dollar. What I think is the best gold machine is the GPZ 7000. As machines fall everywhere. There's a 7. GPZ 7000. Fantastic machine. There it is. Oh, disaster has become us. $9,500 is the recommended retail price. But I believe the best detector on the market. Okay. But it's also the dearest machine on the market as well. So full wireless. Let me give that over to Taylor before I kill something else. But definitely the GPZ. If you can afford the coin, it is the way forward. Okay. So $9,500. That is not the prize, whoever that was. Who said that? Warren, no, Warren, that is not the prize. I am terribly afraid. So, not the price. Then the next one down is the GPZ 5000. GPX 5000. Can you put the price up for us, Taylor? GPX 5000. Staple $49.99. Probably the staple. This and the 4500 are probably the pick of the next level down. The 5000, I believe, is a better machine. It's got the extra timings in it. But yes, a very, very, very good machine. So then, what else have we got? Oh, where's me little mate? Me little mate down here. Let me grab him. Sdc 4500, right? They are my top three. Gold detectors, $39.99. Of course, this has just had the upgrade with the lithium-ion batteries and the little fold-out. It's got a cover on that now that keeps that open a little bit more, so it doesn't keep folding up on you. So really, really good updates on that. Very, very compact machine. You can do some damage with that. Absolutely killer on fine gold. Very, very simple to use. I think that is the best starter machine if you can afford the dollars, if you want to go gold prospecting. The second, well, actually, this is the second way to get into gold prospecting. This is the best way to get into gold prospecting, a gold pan. So yeah. So that is probably what I think, if you can afford it, entry level into gold prospecting. So yes, that's a very, very good, very, very good machine. So if money is, it's always a thing. The thing with these high-end detectors, though, okay, that I need to say to you, that if you buy a high-end detector, they hold their value very, very well, okay? So you will get, like even 2 years down the track, you will get basically a lot of your money back on it if you're patient. So, and that is absolutely the way forward. So now we've got some comments there. The 4500, those two nuggets we showed before were found with the 4000. So 4000, 4500, 5000, 7000 SDC, all good machines, all very, very good machines. So any of those machines are good. Now, as a bit of a, we can take that price down now, Taylor. Geez, Taylor's a bit on the slack tonight. He's got prices all over the shop here. So, let me just explain the differences to you, the way I see it. And people may disagree with this. So, SDC, fine gold, will pick up the deeper stuff, but more focused on the fine gold. 8-inch small coil. You can put aftermarket coils on it. We're not going to get into aftermarket coils tonight. So, that's what it's focused on. Small gold, shallow. We'll hear the deeper ones, but mostly small gold, shallow. 5000, because of all the timings on it, you can actually set it up to fine small gold, put a small coil on it, right? So much, much more versatile, the 5000. You can set the timings. You can set the, you can put a myriad of different coils on it. So the 5000 is more versatile, okay? The 7000 basically, in my opinion, does both of those things. So it will find small gold very, 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 very well, but it will also punch amazingly deep, okay? So that's really how I see those three machines. So if you can afford it, the 7 does everything. The next step down is the 5, where you can set it up that way, but you need extra coils and you have to know how to use it with the timings and all that sort of gear. And of course, if you buy it from us, we give training and all that sort of stuff, just as an aside and a shameless plug. And the Sdc, focusing on the small gold sort of thing. So the Sdc battery packs are not there yet, are not in yet, but they are coming very, very soon. We've ordered a big stack of them. So now, Sdc, I just I've just got here so Sdc's waterproof, okay? 5,000, 7,000 isn't. Coils are waterproof normally, right? Depending on there's some sort of error with the scroll function or something, Tyler. Auto scroll function. I don't know what's going on here. So, but yeah, all very, very good machines. Now, Benny Reed made a good point. I spotted it as we've gone up there. So the trick with any of these machines, any of those really any metal detector, right, is the guy with $1,000 machine who knows it absolutely back to front. Maybe not $1,000 machine. Let's talk a guy with a 4,000, right? Who those nuggets were found with a 4,000, who knows his machine absolutely inside out and has spent thousands and thousands and thousands of hours on it, will be better than a new bloke on a 7,000. I don't care. That's how it works, okay? If you know your machine better, right, you will find more gold. That is the trick to it. Use the machine you've got. Get really, really good here. So, yes. Right, so, what have we got? We've told people that Lanakuri's cancelled, haven't we? We have. So, they are not up on the website yet, but the lease is going to be open the 19th, the 20th, and the 21st of this month to start doing some training. About 9:30 tonight, the dates will be open, and we will have that set up ready for people to book. I know there's a lot of people with vouchers there that need to book for training, so that will be open, okay? It'll be about 9:30 tonight or even tomorrow morning. So 20 spots, that's about it at this stage because we can only open for 20. So, yes. So that's the lease update. Let's slip right into gold machines less than 1,500. So we're talking VLF gold machines. With one exception, I do want to mention one thing here. One extra machine that I haven't spent a lot of time on, spent some time on. Yeah. So, yeah. And so, gold machines, Gold Monster 1000. I've got no idea where it is. Here it is over here. Gold Monster 1000. Good little starter machine. You have to get to know it. You have to really work the machine to get good at it. VLFs tend to be particularly noisy out in the gold fields. So bear that in mind. It comes with a second coil, 1099, small coil. Yeah, so you have to really get to know it. These are probably harder to operate than a pulse induction machine, to be completely honest with you. They're noisy, they're hard to work, and it is a reasonable starting point for gold prospecting. The other one I want to mention is the XP ORX. Now, I almost didn't put the ORX in. simply because they're along. Oh, I thought that machine was moving, and then the ORX moved behind me. I was like, what? So I almost didn't put the ORX in, okay? And the reason I didn't almost put it in is because there isn't any, okay? You can't buy one, okay? They're probably, we haven't had a big update, but they're probably months away. So the RX, great machine, but you can't get one at the moment. So we've even sold my machine that I had that was my machine. We've even sold that. That's gone. So I haven't got a single piece of XP in the country because France got the coronavirus and got it bad, and they shut down for a fair period of time. So that's what's going on with XP, the RXs. Yes, so yes, that's what's happening. Now, Taylor, I think I made a mate. I'm using a touch screen to see the comments here. So I've mucked something up, right? Warren has got a pinned comment. I've pinned a comment by mistake using fat fingers, right? So, can we see if we can unpin that comment? I don't know how to do that, but as a challenge for you. So, yes. So there is some second-hand machines out there, ORXs. So there's some kicking around. So, yeah. No, Warren didn't do that. I don't think Warren can unpin the comment. I did that. Yes. Okay, so let's just talk about this other machine, right? So I want to talk about actually two. I'll talk about the AT Max. There is some decent gold being found with the AT Max, okay? I wouldn't think there's as many users using it as the Gold Monster and the RX, but it's still a capable machine. I know I know a lot of people will sort of laugh at me with the AT Max, but it's exactly the same as the Gold Monster. If you get very, very good at it, it's a very, very powerful machine. I still like the AT Max. So you get an AT Max and put a small Nell coil on it, it is a weapon. So love that. Now, the other machine I want to talk about, and it sits in the gold. It sits in between the two gold machines, right? It's more than $1,500, but it's less than the big guns. And that is QED. QED is controversial, one might say. I think it's a very capable machine. It's $2,200. I don't even sell it, but it's worth a look. I know a few people have got one. Chris has got one. A few other people have got them. Yeah. So QED is an option. It's not a It's not a 7,000. It's not a 5,000. But it's an option. So I don't seem to see a lot of fair reviews on it on either side. So I don't know what to think about it. I will at some stage buy one to have a play with it because I need to know. I've spent an hour or two on one, but I haven't really spent any time with it. So I need to know. So did you unpin it?
Yeah, comments are fixed, guys.
Yes. Well done, Taylor. That was me. You're likely to get a pinned comment here with my fingers. So, right. Yeah, lots of people like the QED. So, lots of people hate the QED. It's controversial. It was something I've never really wanted to get into, that controversy, the QED controversy. So, but, yes. Okay. So I'm going to roll straight into relics less than 1500 because there is a transition machine that I need to speak to. Equinox 800. Gold mode on the 800. Where is it? Where's that machine there? Oh. There is a gold mode on the Equinox 800. Right? Again, some people... Sorry, guys. It's extended about 14 feet. It's set up for a giant. So... Equinox 800, great machine. It's even got a see-through screen on it. But Equinox 800, it is a great machine, right? It does work on the gold if you set it up correctly. Some people swear by it. It isn't specifically set up as a gold machine, okay? The Gold Monster is specifically a gold machine. It is probably more reliable as a gold machine. This will still find gold with its gold mode. Now to transition into the relic side of things, this is probably the best beach and relic machine on the market, bar none. Forget the $2,500 machines. The only other machine that's worth a mention in this relic thing, and it's out of the $1,500 mark, is the Deus, right? So, between this is the best. This is a machine you should be buying. Okay, if you're beach and relic machine, there is one other exception to it. Let me get rid of that one. If you want to go diving under 1500, oh here we go, a see-through Sea Hunter, Garrett Sea Hunter, right? It's under $1,500. It's the cheaper of the two. Okay, I only got the control box because that's what I had on mine. So Sea Hunter, and of course there's the Excalibur, but it gets up a little bit in price than the Sea Hunter. So they're the beach machines, right? Now, under $1,500, there's only one machine I want to talk about. Yes, waterproof to 3 meters. The Equinox 800. I think the Apex, the Garrett Apex will sit in here. That bad boy there, $899. So I suspect it's in the sort of Equinox 600 price point. I think performance will be similar. It's not waterproof, that one. The coil's waterproof. But the more I watch of this, the more I hear about this, the more I think it's actually quite a powerful machine. So that machine's got a lot of the same features as Garrett's $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 machines. And it's basically got stacks and stacks of features. So when that comes out, don't be surprised as the Apex comes in and sits in that, Equinox 600 mark. Multi-frequency, does all that stuff. Multi-flex, it's the same thing. Multi-frequency, it's all the same job. So, but that's it. Like, I wouldn't look at too much else in that relic machine less than $1,500. Okay, if you're looking for cheaper machines, Equinox 600. If you don't want to do gold prospecting, it's the same machine, just doesn't have the gold function, right? There is other options there. The AT Pros are fantastic, simple machine to use. I still enjoy using that, but Equinox Apex, I think that's where it's at. So, yeah. So we're talking 4 Apexes. A few people asking there. It's the Apex. I'm thinking September, maybe earlier, maybe later. So, yeah, it is. So, now, lots of people are talking about ORX as a relic machine. Yes, you can use it. Lots of people are talking about CTX 3030. Yeah. Yep. Lots of people are talking about other machines. Xterra 705. Yep, great relic machine. What I'm talking about is what I would go out and buy now. You're not seeing 705s for sale in many places. Yeah, so you're not seeing, sovereigns and all that sort of stuff. Garrett GTIs, you're not seeing that stuff. So that's why we're not talking about. So, got a note here. David Soden is waiting for a mug from 4 weeks ago. So we might need to just get hold of David and see what the go is there. So, right. So, we're going to get into the relic machines. Less than 500 in a minute. We just need to have a reminder of the prizes. So, we've got 3 of these packs. Look at that. I don't even have to hold it up. There it is there. Right there. So, you don't get 3 shovels in one. No. So, you get the shovel, a bag, a black bag that I haven't got that fits this gear in, snuffer bottle, little squeezy tweezer job, magnifying glass, and a gold pan. Okay? Great little starter pack. We sell this kit, right, in a black bag. It's just a black bag, like that's all it is for that gear. We sell that for $35. Okay, it's a good little starter kit, so $35. But tonight we're throwing in a shovel, so it's an extra thinger. So, so that's a good little thing. Air. Let's talk about air detectors. Air detectors. For people that don't know, we haven't got a photo of the air detector, but you can search it online. It's a GoFundMe. Someone reminded me about it. I think it might have been Nadia reminded me about it on the weekend. And I went and had a look. So air detectors on their Facebook page have just put an update that things are happening. It was supposed to be delivered in November last year. They had some mould issues, not mould that grows on the ceiling, plastic mould issues that they weren't happy with. They had to redesign part of the software. I don't know. Seems like a lot of excuses. Then coronavirus happened. The dreaded Wuhan flu. So that happened. It's delayed. They're on it. It's happening. I don't know. It was a Facebook spiel thing. I've still got my my money invested in the GoFundMe thing. So it's just a waiting game. I didn't have a lot of money invested in it, to be honest with you. I think I got one machine coming. So, but yes. So yeah. Oh yeah, there's the air detector. Oh, it's definitely not a scam, that machine. They are working on it, and the beauty about GoFundMe, if it doesn't go ahead, they just refund you. So it's not a big risk, but that's the air detector. And what it does is it uses your mobile phone. It uses your mobile phone as the control box. So it's a clever design. From memory, it was relatively cheap. Yeah. So yeah. Right. Bobby asks, how are we going for time-wise here? Oh, I had to clock tons of time. Bobby asks, how much are new batteries for the SDC? They're about $129, mate. So yeah. So yeah. So righto. Story time. Treasure hunt story time. I won't be able to see the iPad there for a second. We're still going to get back and do the relics. Big news. Throw some pictures up, Taylor. This bloke here. Let's talk about Forrest Fenn. Forrest Fenn is his name. So, I'm going to tell you the backstory, and I'm going to tell you that someone found it. That's the short version. So, if you don't want the long version, go and have a cup of tea. So, Forrest Fenn, this bloke here, there. Pilot in the Air Force, retired from the Air Force, and he he opened a gallery, like a fine art relic gallery thing, and grossed about $6 million a year from the gallery, right? So he was a fairly rich man. Now, he does look a bit like Warren Buffett. Who said that? Dean, yeah, he does look a bit like that. Anyway, 1988, got cancer, right? Was going to die. So he figured he's going to take some of his relics, some of his treasures, and he's going to hide them in a box, right? So he did that, right? So he also wrote a book and a poem, which we're going to get to in a moment. It's called The Thrill of the Chase, a memoir. But he recovered from his illness. Now, treasure chest he buried. I've got to read this because I can't remember. Describes a treasure chest, bronze box, estimated to have been forged in the 12th century. So that'd be worth a couple of bucks. The chest was bronze construction with a wood liner, locking front clasp. According to Fennett, weighed 20 to 10 kilos, dimensions of 250mm by 250mm by 130. The chest features scenes and reliefs with knights scaling walls on ladders and maidens above throwing flowers down on them. How quite romantic. You don't see much of that go on now. People climbing walls and people throwing flowers, do you? No, nothing. It's said to contain gold nuggets, rare coins, jewellery, gemstones, and a whole lot of other stuff. So, there's a close-up of the treasure chest. Is there really? Yeah, there's people throwing. Yeah. So he buried it in the Rocky Mountains, right? He didn't even give a state, right? New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming, Montana. Depending on the valuation, 2 million bills. That's US dollars. So, right? I'm going to try and read the poem here. I'm not a big poetry reader, although I'm pretty good with this man from Snowy River. Well, the first couple of verses anyway. So this was the clues. Well, we believe this is the clues. His whole book was the clue, really. But here we go. As I've gone out alone in there, and with my treasures bold, I can keep my secret where, and hint of riches old and new. Begin it where warm waters halt, and take it in the canyon down. Not far, but too far to walk. Put it in below the home of Brown. From there, it's no place for the meek. The end is ever drawing nigh. There'll be no paddle up your creek. Just heavy loads and water high. If you've been, oh look, it's on the screen. If you've been wise and found the blaze, look quickly down your quest to cease. But tarry scant with marvel gaze, just take the chest and go in peace. So why is it that I must go and leave my trove for all to seek? The answers I already know. I've done it tired and now I'm weak. So hear me all and listen good. Your effort will be worth the cold. If you are brave and in the wood, I give you title to the gold. There we go.
Hey, well done.
Poetry on Monday Night Live. It's getting cultured here. We're getting very, very cultured. So, now, that was the clue. That's what you had to bloody follow. So, over the last 10 years, he buried that in 2010. It's now been found, right? So, there's a lot of people that have risked everything to find Fenn's treasure, right? So, there's a number of people who died 2016, 2017, 2017, 2016, 2020. So lots of people have died looking for this. It's a rugged, remote part of the world. Okay, it's well, there we go. There's the map, right? Rugged, remote part of the world. Fantastic concept. However, it upset a lot of the authorities because people were dying and people were getting stuck out there, and they had to rescue them. So lots of people had to be rescued, and it was just. But fascinating. June 6. What date is it now? June 8. Right? So 2 days ago, Fenn posted up that the treasure had been found. And he wrote this. It was under a canopy of stars in the lush forested vegetation of the Rocky Mountains and had not moved from the spot where I hid it more than 10 years ago. So, he doesn't know the person that found it, but the poem led him to the precise spot, and yeah. So a treasure has gone. Someone has found a massive treasure. We don't know who it was, or where he came, or where he's gone. So, but Fenn's treasure has been found. Now, I've had this concept for a while. I'm thinking about doing Ben's treasure. Should we create a movement for Ben's treasure?
What would be in Ben's treasure?
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. But maybe Ben's treasure. I would have to confine it to beaches or like fossicking areas where you could dig without destroying things. But Ben's treasure, I like the sound of that.
Yeah, could put like bury a 6-pack, maybe a little bit of gold.
Oh, it'd have to be spirits. It'd have to be some sort of whiskey. But we will work on that. Look out, coming in the future, Ben's treasure. After the Fenn's treasure has been found, there'll be Ben's treasure. So, yes. So we might even make it a big prize. We might even make it a big giant gift voucher or something or other. I don't know. We will work something out. So
what'll be on the box?
Oh well, I have to get a box. I have to actually find a decent box. Oh, there's so many details, but I will get there. We are going to have Ben's treasure, just like yeah. Obviously, there's got to be a gold digger's mug in it.
Of course.
Yeah, that's the best treasure going around. So whiskey and a gold digger's mug. Yes. So we'll work it. We'll work that out. And we will put Dale. Dale puts here. He's talking about the keys to the Land Cruiser. Look, I prefer to put $2 million worth of stuff in the box than give up my Land Cruiser. So Dale will not be the keys to the cruiser. So yeah, set of mugs and a whiskey bottle. So yeah, so well, the jewellery man does do a similar thing. He buries jewellery around the place. I'm talking about a big prize, very, very hard to find. I've already got a sort of a location. The location isn't in Queensland, but there's a tree. I like this tree.
A tree. We're halfway there.
A tree. Yeah. No, I can create something around it. Right. Now. Okay, so. Oh, Ben's treasure in every state. Who's that? Linda Nunn. Congratulations, Linda. That's phenomenal. So, don't forget tonight's prize. We're going to be drawing it soon. It's one of these and a shovel. Happy days. We've got 3 of those to give away. So let's get on to this. Relic machines less than $1,000. Less than $500. Taylor has put the next machine a kilometre away from me because I can't reach it. So, the next machine that I would go and buy under $500, Vanquish 440, right? Multi-frequency, great little machine, very, very robust, folds up nice and small. $499, very, very good machine, okay? If you're just looking for coins, relics, jewelry in the parks, military camps, very, very good machine. Where it struggles, wet sand, the beach and the goldfields, out in the goldfields. Although, to be honest, Cory ran it out in the goldfields. I didn't actually hear how it went out in the goldfields. I wouldn't think it would be fantastic, but
we got it running stable, but didn't find anything with it.
Yeah. So, but yes, so good machine. So $499 for that bad boy. Now, next on the list, Taylor's put them too far away from me. Can't reach them. So the next on the list is, believe it or not, a yellow machine. Ace 200, $399. Still one of the world's biggest selling detectors. We're talking about the world. These things are fantastic. There's thousands of them sold in the US and in Europe every year, and they are a very simple machine to use. Great kids machine, and that's on the back to front, that thing. And I think they're an amazing machine for hitting dollar coins in a park or $2 coins in a park. Ace 200, right? So the next one is the Go Find 44. Still a good machine. This one I can fold up a bit easier so I can throw it on my shoulder. Very good machine. Great kids machine. It actually, you can fold it up fairly small, okay, so that kids can use it. Collapses down all nice and small sort of thing. Everything slides in. So as an entry-level machine, $299. The Go Find 44. The Go Find range is a good quality machine.
Also comes with the app.
Yeah, the 44 you can run the app on, which is really, really good because the kids can actually see a coin on a phone. So good machine. Really, really good machine. So they're my picks for the relic machines and gold machines that I would buy now. Now, I tell you, I'm looking for some of these other brands to bring out some good machines. That is my most dominated by Minelab, what I would buy since I started doing that. I've done about 6 of these. Most dominated by Minelab that I've ever seen it. However, things might be changing a little bit with Garrett bringing out another machine, So things will be, things I hope will start to change. Because us as consumers, and me as selling them, is that the more competition there is, the further the detectors progress. So, for instance, if XYZ company bought out this highlighter, let's find something that doesn't glow in the dark, bought out this snuffer bottle, right? And no one ever bought out a snuffer bottle again, right? This would be the best. However, if there was 6 on the market, right? 6 of them on the market, and one was better than the other, these people would redesign it and make one better. So ideally, that's what we want, is a highly competitive market in all of those sectors. The 2 gold sectors, the 2 relic sectors, underwater, all these other sectors, right? We need a highly, highly competitive market to push the technology along. At the moment, I feel we're stalling a little, just because there's not a lot of stuff coming out. Like mine, bring out a machine fairly frequently, but the others don't. So, so let's hope. Yeah. So Derek asked how do Fisher stand up. They make some good machines. Goldbug 2 is one of my favourites. They haven't bought a machine out in years. There's nothing new there. So this is the problem. Technetics is the same. Bounty Hunter, the same. Like I love that little Bounty Hunter Junior Kids machine. But yeah. Yeah. So I hope that the other companies these big companies bring out some much better machines. So, Jeff Dutch, happy birthday, mate. Yeah, so happy birthday. So, they talk about XP. Who said that? Mark Richards. XP doesn't need to. No, they don't. But the segments that XP are missing. Like I would love to, I'm not putting words in anyone's mouth here. I've never heard anything about this. But I would love to see an XP machine, pulse induction, under a kilo, designed for gold nuggets in the Australian bush. Wouldn't that be awesome? Under a kilo, boom, sweet. Wouldn't it be nice to have a $500 version of an XP? So there are markets that these guys XP could look at, but how do they do that? So,
did you pin a comment again?
I may have, yeah. Here, I've got it here. I've unpinned it. There you go. I've unpinned it. Right. So, yes, I've unpinned it. So, and all these brands could bring out machines. Garrett needs to bring out although the ATX is a good machine, they need to bring out a machine that competes with some of these big guns, Anyway, that is my opinion on the current state of things when it comes to detectors. And yeah, right. So let's have a look at some of these comments here. We're going to, I don't know how to run my randomizer with the touch screen I'm using now. We really need to get that other screen going. So, and just to, I want to be very, very clear about this, okay? I want to be very, very, very clear in that all these other machines are great machines. We're not discounting those. But the ones I've showed you tonight, in my opinion, are the cutting edge of machines that are going around at the moment, okay? In the different price points for the different things, okay? So if you've got a Technetics Gamma 6000, is it a Gamma? I don't know. Anyway, it is a very, very good machine, right? I just think that Equinox 600 might be better, right? You Fisher Goldbug, it's a phenomenal gold machine. If you like an old school machine that's got knobs on it and you can fine tune anything with knobs, right? There isn't a better machine, okay? But there probably is better gold machines. So I'm not discounting any machines. The AT Gold, good gold machine. So, right. So, Robert Thomas, how do you get a reference nugget? We sell nuggets in the shop here. Now, we don't put them on the website simply because, but I've got half a dozen nuggets there that I specifically put in the shop here for like their 0.3s, point up to like 1 grammers. And they are just as a reference nugget. So, yeah. Right, so let me just see if we can, I might have to go over onto Taylor's computer to have a look at this because I can't operate this thing. Let me just see if I can get this going here and see if I can get the, hang on, something's happening here. I might have cocked it up. Sorry guys, you're looking at the top of my head here. So, yeah, no, it's just got worse. Yeah, who knows how to do this. Right. We got... Right, so I'm going to have to come around there and have a look at that. Is there a machine I can just swing around here, Taylor, rather than this stupid thing? Here, just give me that machine. I'll drive for a minute. Oh, can you... Hang on, we're fixing this up. So, let me just see if there's another question here that I can answer in the meantime. Because, right, so, now, there's a mark behind my head there. I believe that is a cloud, okay? It's, and I think up here, that's a bird. So, don't worried about how clean the green screen is. So, so yeah, we talked about QED. There's a question on QEDs. I think they're an entry-level thing, but I don't have a lot of experience with them. The young guns are here. G'day. Yes. Right, so let me have a look here. I've got to scroll across here to get a machine that I can... Does that work? Right. I can get a machine that I can operate because I'm hopeless. I am seriously hopeless. Now, sorry guys, I'm just getting this sorted here. The other thing I wanted to mention as well is that obviously, we as a detecting store, we would like your business, okay? We would, you know, love to have your business. So if you're looking at buying a metal detector, if you've seen it cheaper somewhere else, right, we are more than happy to price match. We are more than happy to beat the price. We're more than happy to do packages. If someone else is doing a package, we will do that. Like, so when we're, so if you've seen it somewhere else and you want to support us because you like watching this show or you like the backup service we do, Daylight Helpline up there, you know, whatever, give us a call or just say, listen, I can get this for that. Will you do it? And 99% of the time, I'm going to say, absolutely. So, yeah, please just keep that in mind that we're up there and we're going to, I'm so fed up with computers. Well, you can't because you haven't got the randomizer there. So, right, so the randomizer's running. I'm off the screen. I'm away. So randomizer is running. Okay. So first pan kit. So what we're giving away is a little pan kit with this stuff, the shovel, right, and the little bag that goes in it. So the first one goes out to, oh my God, how am I going to pronounce that? Marlo Torrenson, right? So we'll contact you straight after the show, get your address. The next one, Marina Avagus, right? I have pronounced that wrong. I suspect you might know who I'm talking about though. And the second one goes to Dean. Dean lives in Brisbane somewhere. Dean Balanowski. Right, 3 names that I struggle to pronounce and pronounce wrong, but I've got them. Right? So, someone just mentioned up there, best coil for the Knox for gold hunting. Small, think small. Small wins with VLF machines out in the gold fields. So, yeah, so congratulations to the prize. Someone says, congratulations, Maz. I wish someone would have said, call their Facebook page Maz, instead of me trying to pronounce it. Anyway, well done. Congratulations. So I've got no idea what's happening next week. We're going to do a show. I don't know where it's going to be from. I've got some work to do at the lease, and I've also got got some work to do here at the shop. So I am all over the shop at the moment, all over the place. So I don't quite know what's going on, but I am serious. If you want to buy a detector, right, ring me. You won't. I'll get you a good price. Don't worry about that. So yeah. Righto, guys. So don't forget to, if you want more of this ridiculous advice, good advice but ridiculous behaviour, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok. I've even got a TikTok account where Chili tears a mattress to shreds. Daylight Helpline, of course. If you've got any questions, we're on the phone. Taylor, Cory, myself handle the Daylight Helpline. Nat handles the back end of stuff. And we're here to help you all the time. So, any questions, anything we help you with, let us know. Righto, guys. Thank you very much. Have a great week. And I will see you next Monday, 7:30. See you guys.